Begin with Austria, specifically Vienna, which is all about elegance and class. Grand palaces and fancy opera houses scream old money. The Stumpf family, behind Alpla Packaging, is one of the big shots here. Johann Graf, who made a fortune in gaming, is another big player. And let's not forget about Mark Mateschitz, the energy drink tycoon, and Rene Benko, the real estate mogul. These folks are living large in Vienna, keeping the old money tradition alive and kicking. Moving on to China, Hong Kong is the place to be for the super rich. With its iconic skyline and luxurious lifestyle, Hong Kong is like a playground for the elite. And while flashy displays of wealth are common, there's also a subtle elegance that comes with old money. Known as Lao Tian Feng, this old money aesthetic is all about letting your cash do the talking, without needing to flaunt it. It's about class and sophistication, a timeless style that never goes out of fashion. Our next destination is Italy. Rome isn't just about history and museums. It's also where old money meets luxury living. Fancy neighborhoods like Parioli and Prati are home to some of the richest families in Italy. Giorgio Armani, the fashion king, reigns supreme with his empire of style. Luca Garavoglia from the Campari liquor family knows a thing or two about living the high life. And then there's the legendary House of Medici, with its roots going back centuries, still making waves in Italy's money game. If we go to the United Arab Emirates, UAE, the Al Nahyan family holds the crown as the wealthiest family globally, with an estimated fortune of a whopping $305 billion. Led by Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, they're not just wealthy, they're the pinnacle of power and influence in the region. As the rulers and presidents of the UAE, they wield immense authority and shape the course of the country's development and international relations. The Al Nahyan family's wealth is deeply rooted in the UAE's vast oil reserves, which have propelled the nation into one of the world's wealthiest economies. Beyond oil, they've diversified their investments into various sectors, including finance, real estate, tourism, and technology, ensuring their wealth continues to grow and diversify. Their influence extends far beyond the borders of the UAE, with the family playing a significant role in regional politics and global affairs. They've spearheaded initiatives to promote education, healthcare, and sustainable development, cementing their reputation as visionary leaders committed to progress and prosperity. Next up is Japan. Tokyo is a city of contrasts, blending cutting-edge technology with ancient traditions. It's like stepping into the future while still honoring the past. Exclusive neighborhoods like Roppongi and Azabu are where the elite hang out, surrounded by sleek modern architecture and world-class cultural institutions. And when it comes to old money, Tadashi Yanai and his family are at the top of the game in fashion and retail. Takemitsu Takezaki knows a thing or two about manufacturing, while Masayoshi's son is making waves in finance and investments. Nobutada Saji and his family are all about food and beverages, keeping Japan's old money tradition alive and thriving. Keep watching. Up next, we'll introduce you to the 5 countries with the biggest old money societies. You won't believe which country is number 1. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and hit subscribe to stay updated. Now let's go to Saudi Arabia, where the Saud family stands as a towering figure of wealth and influence. The roots of their power trace back to 1932, when Abdulaziz bin Al Saud, a prominent member of the family, established the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Since then, the Saud family has wielded considerable authority, guiding the nation through significant transformations and shaping its emergence as one of the world's most formidable economies. The wealth of the Saud family is deeply intertwined with the vast oil reserves found within the kingdom's borders. These reserves have not only fueled Saudi Arabia's economic growth, but have also enabled the Saud family to amass immense riches. Through strategic investments and diversification efforts, they've expanded their wealth beyond oil into various sectors, including finance, construction, and telecommunications. As the ruling family of Saudi Arabia, the Sauds hold significant political power, overseeing the nation's governance and policy decisions. Their influence extends across the Middle East and onto the global stage, with Saudi Arabia playing a pivotal role in regional geopolitics and international affairs. In Switzerland, Zurich is like a magnet for rich people, especially those who have had cash for ages. Think about it. Private banks, fancy watches, and jewelry shops everywhere. It's like stepping into a movie about wealthy people. Picture-perfect views by Lake Zurich just add to the charm, And get this, some of the wealthiest people on the planet call Zurich home. Raffaele Aponte Diamant and Gianluigi Aponte, who own Mediterranean Shipping Company, are loaded with $31.3 billion each. Then there's Ernesto Bertarelli with $11.1 billion from his pharma business. Ivan Glassenberg, he's got $9.2 billion from mining. And we can't forget about Guillaume Poussat, Magdalena Martula Blocher, Rahel Blocher, and Thomas Schmidheiny, all worth billions, living it up in Zurich. Now let's go to the United States, particularly in New York City. The legacy of old money families like the Rockefellers, DuPonts, Hearsts, Kochs, Vanderbilts, Waltons, Browns, Marses, and Mellons is very prominent. These families have piled up huge fortunes over generations, shaping industries and leaving a big mark on American society. The Rockefellers, for instance, made their wealth in oil and banking, becoming one of the most influential families in business and giving back a lot through charity. The DuPonts, known for their chemical empire, have had lots of economic and political power throughout history. Similarly, the Hearst family's media empire has been a big force in shaping public opinion for over a century. The Kochs, with interests in lots of different industries, including energy, have been big figures in conservative politics. The Vanderbilts, once big in railroads, really show off the wealth and extravagance of the Gilded Age. Meanwhile, the Waltons, who started Walmart, are among the richest families globally, changing how we shop. The Browns, with their roots in tobacco, and the Marses, known for their candy empire, represent other big parts of American industry. Together, these families show how old money keeps shaping the economic and social scene of the United States. Did you know that France, known for its elegance and refinement, is home to some of the wealthiest families in the world? Just imagine the grandeur of Paris, with its high-fashion boutiques and exquisite dining establishments. The old money crowd resides in posh neighborhoods like the 16e arrondissement. Bernard Arnault tops the list with a staggering net worth of $235.9 billion, followed by François Bettencourt, Gerard Wertheimer, and Alain Wertheimer. These families have built their fortunes through various industries, with 6 billionaires deriving wealth from fashion and 7 from the food and beverage sector. From luxury brands like Chanel and Hermès to dairy giants like Lactalis Group, these families control billions in assets, shaping the landscape of French wealth. Finally, we have England, which is a hub for old money families. They live in these huge fancy neighborhoods like Belgravia and Knightsbridge. Imagine big mansions, gardens that go on forever, and more money than you can imagine. These families have been stacking up cash for generations. They've got properties all over the place, owning everything from sprawling estates to high-rise apartments in the poshest parts of London. And when it comes to spending, they don't hold back. From designer clothes, fancy cars, to private jets, you name it. But it's not all flashy stuff. They also invest in businesses, art, and all sorts of things to keep their wealth growing. For instance, there's the Dyson family, famous for those cool vacuum cleaners we all wish we had. They're worth a whopping $27.3 billion, thanks to James Dyson's genius inventions. Then there's the Rubin crew, raking in a jaw-dropping $31.3 billion from their real estate empire. And let's not forget about the Ratcliffes, with their $16.4 billion fortune from the chemical giant Ineos. These families aren't just sitting on piles of cash, they're making moves in the business world. So, are you curious about the shady secrets these wealthy families are hiding? Drop a comment below and let's uncover the scandalous truths behind their lavish lifestyles. Let us know in the comments and we'll dive right into it. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.